Hello everyone. First of all, I want to appreciate all of us, all of you, for sharing, liking, and following my last video. It's beginning to yield some results. On Thursday, 8th of February, just last Thursday, at about 11:06 in the morning, I received a call from a representative of Providus Bank. And they said they saw the video and that they were willing to tackle and resolve the issue that day. And so I waited for them. Just barely about 2 hours after, at about 1:55 p.m., I got a credit alert from Providus Bank for the total amount of 328,200, which was the money that I sent to the fraudster through the fake accounts that, as we saw in the previous video. And the next day, on Friday, I got a call from somebody in the Customer Protection Department of the CBN, also acknowledging the video and thanking me for the fact that I brought it out, that it was very educative. Although they said they acknowledged my mail, but that it appeared that the mail bounced back. Of course, I had the genuine email address, so it's possible that something happened. I didn't see the acknowledgement. But they assured me that they were working on it. I told them that Providus had refunded the money. They said, yeah, they are going to also follow their normal process. And they encouraged me to tell others to reach out to them if they have such issue, that they are there and they are ready to help. And of course, I believe it. They say you can get to the Customer Protection Department and report whatever such cases that you experience. And so we should go ahead and do that. Now, look at how swift the matter was resolved, simply because we went to social media. That's the power of social media. But ordinarily, should we actually have gone that far for people to do the job they need to do? I'm learning a few things from this experience. You know, people don't want to do what they are paid for at the right time. People are so lackadaisical about their jobs. Ordinarily, people did, or the people responsible did what they ought to do. They shouldn't have gotten to this level. Another thing I learned that institutions can work if we make them, if we push them to work, and if we make them accountable. And so the onus is on you and I to make them accountable. And that means that this country can actually change if you do your bit and I do my bit to make things change. Let me tell you something that I know you also know. That the bad guys among us are not, I don't even think, if I give you a rough estimate, hypothetically, they shouldn't be up to 5% of us. 5% of 200 million, if we take 200 million as a population, will just be about 10 million. So I don't think the bad guys among us are up to 10 million. So if 5% of people are doing bad, we that are 95%, if we rise up by every means we can, by influencing the ones we know positively, by advising the ones we know, by checking them while they are at the brink of trying to commit crime, and even by reporting them after they commit the crime, it will go a long way in helping, because we cannot submit our lives to less than 5% of people trying to make life uncomfortable for us. The only thing is that, of course, if you are going to social media or you are going to speak about cases like this or any other case that you think might help, do it responsibly. What do I mean? There's no reason to come up and defame people or slander people or mention them if it's not necessary. We should be responsible about it, and yet be firm, be factual, and be bold to report crime, as it will help to rid our society of criminals, and to actually minimize crime. And this is where I really thank God for a few men among us in this country that are up there. Of course, there are many of them, but we have a few that are very vocal, and they'll be speaking against criminality, and they are their own way helping the downtrodden and the masses to claim their right. People like ordinary presidents of the Berekete family, Ahmed Issa, people like Rufai Hussaini of Arise TV. Those are men that, by the grace of God, they are speaking well and they are speaking loud enough against crime and criminality. Of course, I will not also forget my greatest spiritual mentor, Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumuyi, whose life and influence has actually impacted many people in Nigeria and beyond. But for such men, crimes in this country, and even indeed the world, may I say, may have gone out of control. And so I'm calling you, I'm calling the rest of us to join these men in our respective spheres to make sure that we speak out and we take actions that will influence people positively and that will limit crime as much as possible in our spheres of control. And so, as many of us as have the privilege to influence, even if it's one person or two people, let's go out there, do it in the best way we can, so that we're able to rid the society of criminals and evil men. Very important that we don't just take things and say, oh, it has happened, it has happened. Or some people will say that's the will of God. No, it's not the will of God that people will cheat you and claim what belongs to you. Do your best, follow the rules, do the right channel, and if you are not hard, I advise you, go to social media. There's power in social media, but do it responsibly. Do it without an ulterior motive. Do it for the purpose of helping others and for the purpose of helping the system. Of course, I'm also joining this campaign against crime in this country. And so I encourage you to kindly like, subscribe, and also hit the notification buttons so that you get more updates from me. We together will not go agree for crime and criminality in this country. And I believe the Lord that if we all join together, this country will be great again. Nigeria will be great again. Thank you very much. God bless you.